How to play the English in 6 minutes. As you may already know, the English are the Charmander of this game. Pick them if you have absolutely no taste. They're known for their stupidly long-range archers, tight-knit, easily defensible bases, and their brain-dead macro. If it wasn't clear from the marketing and the campaign, and the fact that it's the first civ on the list, new players should start here.
I've come to the right place then.
Playing the English will teach you all the fundamentals of the game, including how to farm, how to spot danger, and how to hide in your base like a little bitch and somehow still have all the resources you need to win the game. And remember, if you find this guide helpful, hit that like and also consider subscribing for more AOE4 guides. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Build order. The English start is very simple, but you've got like 5 things to do in rapid succession at the very start, so watch out. Number 1, immediately queue up as many villagers as you can from your main TC. Number 2, send all of your villagers to gather from sheep. Number 3, grab 2 villagers and make farms right next to your TC. This will allow your initial 3 sheep to last you all the way to the feudal age without running out, meaning that your scout can stay out longer doing scout things. Number 4, rally your TC to gold. The first 2 villagers that come out will make a house and then a mining camp. And number 5, rally all villagers after that to sheep. You're aiming to have about 8 guys on food and 2 guys on gold. All subsequent villagers will gather wood. After you've completed your opening, the world's your oyster. Except you're playing the English, so there's really only one thing for you to do next. Longbow rush. Your council hall pumps out these bad boys twice as fast, so you're going to want to pick this landmark 99% of the time unless you really know what you're doing. And unless you really know what you're doing, always send 4 bills to age up. This is just the most efficient number. Don't ask me why, someone out there did the math. The moment you hit feudal, pump out 5 longbows, and what I like to do is rally them straight to my opponent's gold or stone mine. 5 is the magic number because 5 longbows is all you need to 2-shot villagers. If you do this right, your opponent won't have any defenses prepared, and you'll be able to cause quite a bit of trauma to their miners. Of course, once you've made it out of Silver League, this is exactly what every player expects the English to do.
You're basic.
Longbows may have a crazy range, but they also happen to be the slowest archers in the game and will get swatted by anything riding a horse. A single French knight shows up, ruins my day. So when you do your longbow rush, your opponent will make horsemen to counter you, and your little dudes will get fucked. The smart Englishman will try and scout out the opponent's base for stables and preemptively train a few spears to protect his longbows from cavalry. Before long, look at you, you've got a perfect feudal mass going and you can move in to finish off your opponent with some rams. Military. The classic 1-2 punch of AOE4 is spear archer, and no one does it better than the English.
Pikes in front, archers behind.
After hitting the castle age, the enemy will make armored units like knights and men-at-arms, so I suggest building crossbows to counter that. This means transitioning your spear archer ball into a spear crossbow ball. Nothing will beat this comp, except mangonels. For viewers that are lacking a few neurons and just want to brain-dead spam a mono comp, research armor cladding at your barracks. This evolves your men-at-arms into chat-at-arms that don't fucking die. You should be able to easily hit plat just spamming English men-at-arms. It's so stupid. Economy. Your other option instead of rushing is to do an early 2TC boom in your base. What makes the English boom so great is that it's incredibly safe. English farms are much more productive than other civs thanks to this civ's influence mechanic, which boosts the gathering rate of farms placed around your mills. And I better not see any of you manually placing your farms like this. The gentleman's way to place farms is to put your mouse on top of the mill and shift click. You see that? It's quite simple. Once you get good at this, you can go for some even crazier configurations like this one, or even this one. English players think they're such hot shit. The pièce de résistance, the key to the English economy, is enclosures. It's the Z upgrade in your mill. This is the first thing that you should research the moment you hit Imperial Age. Enclosures makes it so that all of your farms now generate gold while they're being worked, meaning that you won't even have to leave your base to sustain your men-at-arms spam. And look, it even adds these cute little fences around your farms. Let's talk base layouts. Like my asshole when I'm out on a curry date, the tighter the better. This is because English armies tend to be very slow, so if you build a hugely expansive base, it'll be super hard to defend. Instead, you want to make sure your town center and keeps are able to protect your farmers. And you want to take advantage of the network of castles buff. It's that little campfire symbol that comes up whenever enemies are nearby. Yeah, the bell is annoying as hell, but it also boosts the attack speed of all your units by 20%, which is absolutely insane for this game. Upon hitting Castle Age, grab the Z tech and the keep to bump up that number to 40%. Yep, Network of Castles is easily one of the strongest buffs in the game, so we're going to want to use it every single time we take a fight. As the English, you love taking defensive fights. In fact, you love it so much that you'll be defending even when you're attacking. The Network of Castles buff comes up whenever you fight either a keep, town center, or outpost, which means that anywhere you drop a forward outpost is now England.
Make it England!
So remember to always bring a few villagers to the front line to build outposts wherever you're looking to take a fight.
Make it England!
Fucking imperialist wankers. And finally, let's talk landmarks. For the feudal age, 99% of the time you're gonna go with the council hall. It's a double archery range and the English love their archers. Easy no-brainer. The 1% of the time that you do go Abbey of Kings, it's because you want to remind yourself how shit English cavalry is. For the castle age, you're probably gonna go for the White Tower. Not only did you get a chance to visit in person that one time you went to London, but it can also train all military units at twice the speed. Think of it as a double barracks, double archery range, double stables, and a double siege workshop all wrapped up into a keep. Place it in a forward position, place it in the back, doesn't matter. This shit is is OP. The King's Palace, on the other hand, is a tanky town center. That's it. It's not bad if you want to transition into a boom mid-game, but otherwise it's not what you crave. In the Imperial Age, you already know. You probably only picked the Civ because you want to play with this landmark. It's the Berkshire Palace. Sorry, Berkshire. Fucking English pronunciation nerds roasting me. This is that keep. The one with a stupidly long range that makes you want to quit the game just looking at it. Use it to lock down forward resources, defend your farmlands, or install a bombard emplacement and use it to motherfucking siege down the enemy base. This is so stupid. The Wineguard Palace is your other option. It trains trebuchets really cheaply, but other than that, who the heck cares about this landmark? Yeah, there's some neat little unique units here, but they're troll. The only time you make this landmark is if you're recording a YouTube video going over English landmarks. Alright, that concludes this guide for the English. The perfect Civ for beginners with a lot of versatility for higher level players as well. Just promise me you won't stay on the Civ too long. I'm so tired of going up against English players. And again, if you like this video, I'd really appreciate a like and consider subscribing if you want more guides. That's all from me. Stay frosty, stay chilly.